Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy's son really is a manager's dream. A second striker, a poacher and a winger, all in one.
There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi, and he's picked it up out wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lovely feet. Vardiol. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe, shot could be on. Tchouaméni, Rudiger wins the duel this time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, he's done very well to take that back. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, that was close. Well, that's well seen too. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Camavinga. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In it comes. Goes for a shot! Goal! Porto! Yamal at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Forwards and with intent. Alisson breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the finish! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Vinicius Junior. There's shot a goal! Goal! Porto! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Porto are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Porto take the lead. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he can clear it away. Camavinga. And he's forced to go back. He's gone forward. Yamal. Walker gets it away. Son Heung-min. And it's Messi, and he's been shifted off it. That'll be a throw. Yamal carries the ball down the right. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Yamal. Oh, nicely intercepted. Wood is herring after that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely shaped ball. And claimed it back swiftly. Vardio. Here's Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi, distributed tidily. Can he get it through? He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's nice. He's free, he has got space. Guirassy stood his ground strongly. Could move up a gear here. That's been cut out, well played. And that has left him in a heap. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Porto are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Here we go again. Taken back almost at once. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Yamal. Searching pass he's played there. Played into space out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Guirassy.
Guirassy really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Looking for a corner. Porto with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Gençlerbirliği are looking to go forward now. Tchouaméni. Now he's got space here. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And he's there to clear it. That's an imaginative pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rudiger clears. Nunez. Well read, nice interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Okafor deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 7.
So, time for changes
Messi.
on both sides, actually.
Número 13. Número 20. Número 12.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nicely worked.
Número 17.
Okafor,
Número 18.
showing good feet.
Número 22.
Now it's Zaniolo.
Está a acontecer uma
That
substituição.
pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. He's picked his way through.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's a decent clearance. Okafor. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Stop from Courtois! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. Gençlerbirliği have the chance to go the other way. Gençlerbirliği appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That has not gone well.
Porto surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Ambitious ball here. Oh, it's a foul there, right on the edge of the box. Porto have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, this is a great position. Zaniolo looking to play him in. Out to the left it goes.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card. Surlot, and he shoots! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Haaland. Now it's Haaland. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Porto take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Romani is there to clear. Chukwuemeka gets it away.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de compensação.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
Knocks it into space. Chips it through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Okafor. Rudiger. Okafor. Oh, that's... And he's had a hit! And he has kicked it out somehow!
Okafor really...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Porto leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And one more try! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
Porto with the corner, they're first. That's a decent clearance. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And now they can spring out of defence. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Akanji. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Wharton looking to run onto it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Lovely, now then. Palmer. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Rudiger with the foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Camavinga. And here's Yamal. That's going to go a long way. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, there's the clearance. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Palmer.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yamal. Good driving run. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. That was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, this is a shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the keeper beats it away. Drives it in. Camavinga gets it away. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well read, nice interception. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Palmer. Searching pass he's played there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Pinches it off him.
Porto are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Vardiol. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is a little undercooked. Great defending, strong and determined. We're back in possession and ready to go again. He can run onto that. Yamal could try cutting inside here. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Camavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good-looking ball. It's a searching pass. Decent chance! He's beat. It's there! First blood drawn. Son Heung-min duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Gençlerbirliği have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Nunez's cross. Son Heung-min! Chouameni can get it clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Porto really need to bring up their intent.
And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Up he goes! And right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And now they can clear their lines. Chouameni is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 10.
So, time for changes
Número
on
15.
both sides, actually.
Número 20. Número 13. Número 12.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Número 18. Número 21.
So, third corner of the game.
Número 7. Messi. Número 22. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And that should get the job done. That'll be a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Tries to play it through. Okafor picks it up out wide. Now, can they get him away? And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Akanji gets over and intercepts. Gençlerbirliği appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Wharton, great vision. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Walker makes the interception. Cleared without hesitation. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So their fourth corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tries to get it clear. And it's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get on the end of this? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Szoboszlai is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Messi. Szoboszlai. Chouameni. That's really well manoeuvred.
Porto clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ball is over the line. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, that's been intercepted. And he's heaved it away. And it's Szoboszlai. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They're up to 5 corners now. And he thumps it clear. Saka. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. Okafor. Lovely bit of skill. Delivers with whip.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That is good alertness. Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. So that's it, it is all over. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to...
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He's free. And the shot! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Vinicius Junior demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Bullish header! He scored! 2-0, and in next to no time. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Porto are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Lofted upfield. Gensler have got it back and they'll have another go. Eder Militao tries to clear. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Courtois gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And it's hoisted clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Yamal. Walker deals with that comfortably. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Darwin. Tchouaméni gets rid without sophistication. Mosquera. Well, they've got it again. And it's Palmer. That is a great pick out. Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Reinildo. Cleared without hesitation. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
They're back on the ball again. Now it's Darwin. No, it's come to nothing. Now it's Wood, and he's found a way past Wood! Oh, it's come loose. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Gençlerbirliği with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Real chance! Goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now it's Wood.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And he thumps it clear. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And we're underway again. Palmer. Now it's Girassi. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. He can get that clear. Okafor. He might be in here! Chance, surely! Sends it crossfield. And he was quick to react. Now, can they get him away? Chouameni. Palmer. Oh, played right into his path. He's got away! Girassi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Palmer. Barrios. There he goes, motoring forward. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And he's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Wharton tries to clear. Oh, that's neat. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. And again. Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 10. Número 13. Número 12. Vão dar os seus lugares a... Número
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Número 9.
Gençlerbirliği are looking to go forward now.
Número 22.
He has found a way through. Saka.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
Decent chance! Lobotka. And they can counter here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Haaland. Soboslai. Messi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that has been cleared. Messi. He shifted it to the flank. Pass somewhat off target. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Messi. Vardiol.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's had it taken off him. Messi. And here's Dembele. Very nicely done. Chance to deliver. Goes for a shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Son Heung-min received, and the shot! It's a goal! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
We have got ourselves a game here. Big chance! He's got a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Porto go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Haaland. Eder Militao attempts a clearance. Mosquera gets over and intercepts. Solot unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Has a look and plays it forward. Big chance! One-on-one! Chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So now the difference is 3. And he's away. And the shot! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
It's become a case of men against... Takes a shot! He scores! And that was as close to certain as can be. And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Porto definitely impressing me here.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. The less said about that pass, the better. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Koundé has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Big chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him. Furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Porto have themselves a chance from the spot. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So, a breakthrough already. De Ligt gets it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Son Heung-min. Now the ball. Header! Oh, it's come off the upright. Vinicius Junior. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Searching pass he's played there. That's going to go a long way. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Son Heung-min. Yamal. Camavinga. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. No way through. Great chance! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Gençlerbirliği grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
We expected better, and so did he. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And he thumps it clear. Referee's given a throw. And it's Koundé. Porto looking to pass their way through. Guirassy. Reinildo clears it away.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And now they can clear their lines. And he's... Guirassy! Goal! Porto! And they're back in front! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
That's superbly well played. Any aspiring strikers out there watching this, that's the sort of movement you need to create space.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Wharton is behind this one.
We could be looking at a game-changing moment.
And he shoots! Son Heung-min is flagged offside. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Porto looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Son Heung-min. Barrios. Shot, surely! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Genshabilly are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected.
And it's half-time here. Porto are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And that's the second half started. Now, there's the shot! Oh, it's come loose. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's a throw. Oh, this looks sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He has found the way through. Palmer. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's gone looking for safety. Chouameni. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Vinicius Junior has a look and plays it forward. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Reinildo. Looking for option. And a chance! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 12.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Eder Militao has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Shoots! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi. Chouameni. Porto have reclaimed it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He came in hard, very hard. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Saka. Pressing high and with purpose. Can he get it through? Koundé gets over and intercepts. He's shifting through the gears here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Nunez. And he's straight offside. That's a cute ball. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Barrios. Knocks it into space. He could be in here. Surlot. He is through here. Wharton. Here's Barrios. Now it's Okafor.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mosquera. Szoboszlai. And it's Dembele. Oh, no question, that's a foul. De Ligt. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Darwin. Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nunez aimed beyond the defence. Lovely bit of skill. Not much subtlety about that challenge. 2 minutes to be added on. And here's Zaniolo. That's that, the end. Porto did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away